What's good? How's everybody doing? We back. Fleet DJs Georgia Media Pass, episode number 14. That's called Evolution. We got Just Brittany coming up here. We're gonna talk about what she has going on with her project, new songs, new music. Come on up, Britt. Let's talk. How you doing?
Hello, beautiful people. How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all all right?
Yeah.
Fellas, y'all good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
How you doing today? You just did my job. Hold on. How y'all doing today? Miss Brittany, how you doing today?
I'm doing better than I deserve.
Hey, we can't complain with that, because if you complain, who was gonna listen?
Nobody.
Music.
Nobody, baby.
That's right.
What got you into music?
God, He gave me the talent, and as soon as I came out my mama's womb, I was singing.
So you started in the gospel era first?
Well, I gotta be gospel.
I was asking, was you at Sunday school singing?
Oh yes, my mom was actually in the choir with London Adams as I was younger, and my mom always sing. My mom, she's a lesbian. You know, they always doing these, you know, shows, and you know, the LGBT community is so supportive. And we used to, my mom, she hated when I tell this story, but she used to sneak us in the clubs when we was younger. Me, I have 2 other siblings. I had a big brother, rest in peace, Jerome. But she used to sneak us in the club when we would do songs like TLC and Destiny Child and 702, and we'll do our little performance, and they'll tip us money. And it just kind of grew from that, and I didn't really realize that that played a major role in like the artist that I am today until I got older, and I look back like, dang, we used to perform when I was really, really young. I always was in the choir and everything like that until I became a stripper.
So seeing where you started from to where you are right now, explain the evolution of Brittany.
Whew. Well, Brittany started off as a young girl that just wanted to go to school all the time. I'm from the hood, 5th Ward. He was talking about a hood chick, a hood baby or something.
Right.
I was that hood baby, but I was from the hood, but I wasn't of the hood. I didn't act like I was from the hood. I stayed in the hood. In the bricks, it was called Coke Apartments. My mom stayed in a 1-bedroom. She had 4 kids. It was us, you know, and the struggle is what taught me how to be strong. So I came from the struggle, and then after I graduated high school, at 16 years old, valedictorian, I wanted to get into, you know, the other type of life. My sister was dating, you know, this older guy or whatever, and you know how it is when you growing up, you just see so much stuff. Like the kids now, they see Instagram, but when we was younger, we used to see different type of stuff that enthused us to make us be like, ooh, I want to go do that type of thing. So
more the fashion and the
fast life,
yeah, understand.
Fashion and the fast life, you know, we all go through it. We go through it and we grow through it. However, I ended up going through a bad relationship with this guy who I was like totally in love with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dudes try to call it tricking now, but I just thought I was just looking out for my man. That's how I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing what I needed to do at the end of the day because I was in love, and he hurt my feelings, and you know what I'm saying? We was at this club one day and this girl pulled up, and it was a whole bunch of crazy stuff. So I remember this guy, because I used to always go to the club like, you know, every weekend when I was younger. When I got out of high school, I'm like, I'm grown now. I had my own apartment at 16. My little sister, she graduated at 16 as well. She moved in with me. I was just on my own. I was always been an independent type of woman.
Speaking of independent, not to cut you off, explain your first studio session as an independent artist.
My first studio session was really with some of the guys that was in the hood. They was called MSG, Mob Style Gorillas. And they was the guys who was just running the hood. All the girls wanted to date. Like, you was popular if you dated one of these guys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? These are the guys, they had all the slabs. They pulling up every weekend, 10 cars deep. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a part of this.
That's their project lifestyle.
That's their project lifestyle. So, you know, one of the guys I was real cool with, his name was Monk. And he started this little group or whatever. And I started going to the studio with him. And we just started making records. And, you know, I didn't know how to get in the studio and make songs. Like, I always knew how to sing, but I really didn't know how to go in the studio and make songs. So we did a little, you know, a couple things just to get my feet wet. Time passed by, and I ended up meeting this guy when I started dancing. And my friends, you know, we was at the house, and they like, hey, Brittany, let's go to the beauty supply. And I'm like, girl, I'm tired. I don't feel like going to no beauty supply, so y'all can get some lashes so we can go out tonight. Like, I need my rest. But anyway, they pulled me out the bed, and I ended up going to the beauty supply with them. They made me drive, so I drove there. And I sat in the car. I'm like, look, I ain't going in there. I'm tired. I really don't want to go. So this guy, he comes up and he knocks on my window. He was like, hey, I'm selling CDs. You know, would you like to buy one of my CDs? I'm already agitated because I didn't want to come out the house. And I kind of raised the window up. I was like, oh my gosh, no, not another one. But he was just determined. So he was like, I'll sing for you. So he started singing for me. And I was like, dang, this man can really sing. So he was like, I was like, give me your CD. Actually, let me buy 2, 3 of them up. So I bought like three CDs of his. And then the next day, I called the number that was on the back of the CD. And I'm like, hey, you know, you sold me your CD yesterday. Like, I want to see if we can link up, how we can link up so we can, you know, I want to get in the studio. Like, I want to take my music career serious. So we met up the next day at Starbucks. He had charged me like $50 an hour just to meet up with him. I was like, fuck this, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to meet up with you.
Consultation fee.
Right, we got in the studio and we made a couple of records and you know what I'm saying, we filling the records and everything. So when we got to like the ending of, you know, over time, probably like 2-3 months, we was making songs.
Okay.
And we did this rap song and it had the words "Call Me for That Good" in it. And we took the line out of a song that we already had previously made, took the line and made a whole song, and that's what got me signing Cash Money, Call Me for That Good.
So as of right now, you still signed or you independent?
No, I'm independent, but that's a whole other story. Let's continue.
I'll say less. Do you prefer to stay independent or do you want another deal?
No, I need a team and a machine. Fuck all that independent stuff. Like, I've done that for so long. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it by myself no more. I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, I need to just go to work and come back home and be chill and do what I need to do. Write music, flip my hair, talk my shit on my songs, and do what I need to do. All the other stuff, like, I've learned the business, you know, as much as I'm going to learn right now until I get into something else and I'm going to learn again more. Right. But I feel like that, you know, I'd rather have a team to do that because it's only so far that, you know, if you put some on Instagram, it's going to reach. You know, you need all the sites. You need everybody to support a record. You need that support. And, you know, you need support and you need favor. And I feel like that's something that, you know what I'm saying, I'm lacking a little bit. So, I need more. So
let me ask you this. The record that you're pushing right now, take me through the energy, the development of this record that we about to hear.
Which one?
What single we playing?
Oh, so you don't know?
Well, I know we changed at the last minute. Don't do this. Don't come for me because I'll come back quick. What's the record? We Ain't Tripping. Because you know, you put in so much work. We got so much songs rotating right now. So we want to keep up on the same page. So the We Ain't Tripping record, how do we come up with the energy of that song?
And you know what? Just to circle back about that, like, that'd be the crazy part. Like, you put in so much work, you got so many songs, and then it's like, people, you know, be like, oh, what song you sing? Like, the fuck? Like, I sing a lot of songs. Like, Google my fucking name. Like, go to iTunes, go look it up. You know, not trying to be no certain type of way, but I'm just saying from artists, and these are all people in here, there's artists, business people, y'all know the behind the scenes part of it. Right. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but what if it is a fan, a new person that could be a new fan?
I'm about to say, you better change that.
But if it's somebody that you can possibly gain as a new fan, there's nothing ever wrong with gaining somebody new. Would your approach be the same way if they never Googled you or never heard of you?
I mean, I don't really just outright and tell people, Google me. Like, I just feel like that's rude. I'd be like, oh, I'm just bringing out, introduce myself. But in my mind, I'd be like, the fuck? Like, in my mind, I'd be like, oh, okay, really? But, you know, when I'm talking to people, you know what I'm saying, it is people that might not know you, which is a good and a bad thing. Like, shit, if I could get one new fan a day for the rest of my life, then, hey, we good. You know, I just went to Pandora, and I visited Pandora, and they just showed me like my lifetime streams, and I just, you know, it's like seeing your report card after working so hard, you know, and I've never seen the behind the scenes analytics of Pandora. I just thought Pandora was an app. I never knew that you can even go to Pandora and go to the office and stuff and all of that. But anyways, I have over 708,000 like lifetime streams on Pandora, you know.
That's big numbers.
Myself, you know, and I was very proud of myself. I think that's great, you know what I'm saying, and I'm ready to get to some millions. So, but back to what you asked me. How the song?
You educating us right now because you know how many people didn't know Pandora had an office where you can't see your back door stuff.
Well, I'm being honest, I didn't know. So, I mean, shoot, the only dumbest question is the one you don't ask. So, at the end of the day, what's crazy is Johnny is the one who set up my Pandora meeting.
Who did?
Johnny Blaze.
Okay, John. You had a single.
So, Johnny and I have a song. It's called "We Ain't Tripping," and you know, if anybody know me and Johnny's history, we've had a tumultuous past 5 years, you know, we wasn't the best of friends, we wasn't that cool, but I wanted to, you know, I don't want to burn bridges. I just want to clear paths because we don't have to like each other. We can still be cordial.
Gotcha.
And I did it for myself. I'm like, I don't want to have no beef or broils with nobody. Like, let's all be cool. I reached out to Johnny. You know, we talked about, you know, the past or whatever, and we made amends. And she was like, Brittany, come to the studio. Let's do this song. Oh my gosh, she was so excited. She set the studio time up. Like, Johnny really, you know what I'm saying, we working. I got to the studio. She was in the booth. She was saying, really dripping something, she was saying. And I was like, Johnny, when she came out the booth, because when I got to the studio, she was there with her whole team. I came by myself. As y'all see, I'm one deep right now. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm like, when she came out, we embraced each other, we hugged. I said, Johnny, what are you saying? She was like, really dripping. I was like, what if we say we ain't tripping? Because I have been so mind-boggled about what our song would be because, you know, it's a big thing, you know, for the both of us. So I'm like, shit, after everything we've been through, we not tripping no more. Let's say we ain't tripping over here, and that's how the song came up.
So the record that we're about to play now, introduce that for us, please.
What's up? It's your girl, Jess Brittany, whoop, and this is my brand new song, Johnny Blaze featuring myself, Jess Brittany. We ain't tripping over here. Fleet DJs, let's get it!
See, that's on the record you said you sent. See that? That ain't the record you sent.
Hold on, wait. First of all, let's rewind, okay? Let's try this one more time. We ain't tripping. We just had a conference call. All the Fleet DJs have it. That's a song with Johnny Blaze and I recently just sent a new song that's my own song. I sent 2 of my own records. We Ain't Tripping was supposed to be the first one.
So we're going to hear We Ain't Tripping.
Yeah.
Coming up here shortly.
Just so we can all be on the same page. It's okay. Players fuck up. We all in it.
I don't make mistakes. I'm perfect. Let's go.